Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is so nostalgic and exciting. We have gotten back, finally, the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lips, Ultra Blotted Lips, and Ultra Glossy Lips. I never thought I would see the day. Obviously, Colourpop has a ton of new formulas and products and stuff that I kind of thought, like, when they phased out the Ultra Mattes and all that, I thought we would never see them again since there are so many other formulas now. But you guys, show you guys the box. We have so many new lip products. When I opened the box, I was shook. I knew that there was like a lot of shades, but like seeing it out in front of you, it's crazy. I am so here for Colourpop totally like redoing their like entire permanent line. I'm so happy that they're focusing on those products rather than collections and collabs, which I do like. I like seeing those every so often, but really focusing on their permanent products and permanent line. There's so many good like core products that I would always just see out of stock, and I'm so happy to see all of these. So we have a ton of stuff to talk about today. I'm obviously not going to be doing lip swatches since there are a ton of those. I'm also going to change my earrings right now because they are making so much noise, so ignore that for like the next minute. But let me just give you guys a rundown of everything. So when you guys are watching this, these will all be launching today, June 15th at 10 a.m. PST. As always, you guys can use my code. It is just KATRINA, and it'll save you 10% off the Colourpop website. Change my earrings because those other ones were so noisy, but there are 40 something shades, so I'm obviously not gonna be doing lip swatches because my lips will actually fall off, but I will be doing arm swatches to show you guys all of the shades. I'm like overwhelmed. I have all the shades next to me, so let's go ahead and get into it. So we have ultra mattes, ultra blotted, and ultra glossy lips. If you guys are not familiar with those formulas, the ultra matte lips are just a matte liquid lipstick, and ultra blotted lip is more of a, it's still matte, but it just kind of looks like, you know when you kind of like eat a popsicle and you kind of have like that leftover stain on your lips? Kind of like that, but like a little bit more color than that, I would say. They're described as a diffused blotted finish. These have a smooth, lightweight texture. They're long-lasting and a comfy feel. Ultra mattes say that they're a weightless matte finish with a rich color in one swipe, long-lasting, lightweight, and a flexible feel. And then we have ultra glossy lips, which are a super glossy finish. They have hyaluronic acid for a hydrating look and feel, and they're extra comfy and never sticky. So I actually used to love the ultra glossy lips. I used to wear them quite often because that was kind of like what they only had, ultra glossy lips for like a very long time, so I used to wear them constantly. Now they have other gloss formulas, but the OG, like, I really did like that formula. I always loved the ultra blotted lips. I think that that was my, besides the ultra satin, which since they're back doing these formulas, can we please get the ultra satin lip back, because that was my favorite formula that Colourpop had. That was so good. Speed Dial was like my absolute favorite ultra satin lip. But the ultra matte was never really my favorite. If you guys know, if you were there for that time, you know that they were super, super dry. They just like flaked off. They were long lasting, but like it just, when it did come off, it kind of just peeled off. Like it was not a good time. And then they reformulated them and they weren't as bad. They were still a little bit dry, but not as bad as they were, you know. Going on right now, and it feels super comfortable. So it says all of the ultra products have plum kadaku, which is known to promote collagen, yuzu, which smooths the look of lip lines, sweet cherry oil, which is rich in antioxidants, and Japanese sumac helps reduce feathering. So I have an ultra matte lip on right now. If you guys are an OG, you might be able to tell what color this is, and this I think is what I was most excited for. You guys, we have Beeper back, which is one of my absolute favorite lip colors of all time. This is one of the original colors that came out with the first launch, I believe, of the ultra matte lips, and it is just a timeless color that I think never goes out of style. This is like the perfect mauvey nude, like taupey brown color. I don't know how to explain it, but it is just beautiful. I know everyone was so excited in like the Instagram comments that this color was back, so I had to wear this one for like old time's sake, you know. Just go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go through each category: matte, blotted, and glossy. I'll let you guys know about the shades, which ones are new and which ones are some OG shades, and then also include arm swatches of those shades as well while talking about them. And yeah, at the end of the video, I'll go ahead and just kind of give you some of my favorite shades and what I think about this new and improved formula. So these will be $9 each, and it says select shades will also be available at Ulta. So we're gonna start off with the ultra mattes. So we have 16 shades of the Ultra Matte, 11 new, which is crazy, and 5 OG shades. So Beeper, of course, which is the one that I have on right now, just a beautiful color. We have also brought back Bumble, which I'm very excited about. This was a color I used to wear so much. If you know, you know. This was like very much a me shade back then. Melonade is another one that is an OG fave. LAX, so excited about this one. I used to wear this one a lot as well. I loved that color. And then Flurries, which is like a beautiful like mauve-y, it's like a 2017 color, I feel like, the it color for that time. But we have those 5 OG shades. Then we have Double Date, So Me, Fifth Avenue, You Win, Tulum, Toast, Off the Record, Clock Out, Risk Taker, Current Mood, and Panther. Of all of the mattes, I'm very excited about Panther. It's like this dark navy blue, so pretty. Also, Current Mood is such a me shade. Like, I'm so excited for this one. But those are the Ultra Mattes. Some little asterisks next to the OG shade names on the swatches. You guys know which ones are those shades because there's more new than older ones. So those are the Ultra Matte lips. I love all the nudes in here. I'm so excited about the nude shades. You guys know I love nude lips, so there are quite a few in the Ultra Matte lineup that I'm very excited for. So, by the way, the lids are a different shade. So the matte one has kind of like this darker, like light rose color, and this one's more like just like typical Colourpop pink shade on the Ultra Blotted lips. And then the Ultra Glossy lip, a little bit of a lighter cap than the blotted lips. So you guys can see all 3 shades of the lid, so they don't all look exactly the same if you have them like in your purse or something, just in case you guys wanted to know. The Ultra Blotted lips, there are 9 new shades and 3 OG fan faves. On the little card that they gave me, they wrote which ones were the OG fave shades for the Ultra Mattes, but not for the blotted lips. So I don't know what the third OG fave shade is for the blotted lips, but I do remember Zuma and Doozy. Those are the only 2 that I remember. I cannot for the life of me remember what the third one is, so I'm sorry. The only 2 shades that I remember off of the top of my head that are the OG Ultra Blotted shades are Zuma and Doozy, so I have those 2 right here. And then the other shades that we have are Darling, Still an Icon, Rose Latte, Kitten, Attention Please, Slow Jam, which I think is the other OG fave shade, but I'm not 100% sure. Keep It Classy, Cannon Drive, So Vintage, and Espresso Martini. So those are all of the Ultra Blotted lip shades. Again, I'll put asterisks next to the ones that I'm certain are the OG shades, but the other 9 are brand new shades. Those are the Ultra Blotted lips. On to the Ultra Glossy lips. These are all brand new shades. So let's jump into this one. So we have 20 Carats, which I love that this one's just like a clear gloss. We have Sugar Cookie, Major Throwback, Lynx, Hit Snooze, It Girl, Pasadena, Bubblegum, Ditto, All Me, Stylish, and Coffee Break. There are 3 different finishes of the Ultra Glossy lips. Technically, one of them is clear, and that's the clear gloss, which is 20 Carats. The other finish is a cream or a pearlized. It does say that on the top of the unit carton for the glossy lips. So basically, the pearlized ones are the ones that have some shimmer throughout them, and then the creams are just kind of like a solid color, you know? So the pearlized ones are Sugar Cookie, It Girl, and Stylish. I think those are the only ones. This one looks like an older shade. I don't know if it's just like renamed or something, but Sugar Cookie looks like a shade that they used to have. It kind of has that peachy nude base with like a little bit of like a pink champagne glitter throughout it. I love that. These don't feel like gritty or anything. They're very smooth. And in case you guys were wondering, the doe foot on these are like the flat, soft doe foot, which I really love. I feel like this picks up a lot more product for a gloss versus like what the doe foot is for the blotted and the ultra matte lip, which is like the typical kind of stiff doe foot. I feel like that they took into consideration that a gloss needs a different doe foot applicator than like a blotted or an ultra matte lip, you know? I remember like years ago, the ultra glossy lips used to have that like stiff, regular, typical doe foot, but the ones that have like the flat, double-sided like fluffy doe foot is so much better when it comes to applying gloss. So I really like that. But seriously, I think my favorite of the ultra glossy lips is Sugar Cookie. It's so pretty. It's like, I mean, obviously it's really hard to tell like what a gloss, like a kind of gloss like this looks like in a swatch rather than like on your lips, but it just has this beautiful pink and champagne shimmer throughout it. So pretty. They're not sticky at all. And I think they all have like this like vanilla scent, the mattes, blotted, and the glossy lips. They all kind of have like this very like sugary vanilla scent, which I love. The glosses kind of smell a little bit different than the ultra matte and blotted. Obviously it's like a different kind of consistency, you know, but I really, really like that. So those are all of the shades. I hope that the swatches were helpful for you. So let me get into like the formula and stuff. So I feel like what we're here for mostly is to see how different this formula of the ultra matte lip is compared to like how it used to be. And I will say I've had Beeper on for about an hour and a half now, I think. And it feels super comfortable. It honestly doesn't feel like I have anything on my lips. It kind of feels like how the ultra blotted lips used to feel on my lips, where I didn't really feel like I had anything on. It doesn't feel dry, and I will say my lips have been super dry lately. I said that in my last video when I was doing the Luxe lip oil swatches. My lips have been super, super dry. I don't know what's going on with me, but I feel like my lips have just been like super chapped and dry lately, so I feel like it looks super nice. You can't tell my lips are dry at all. They are completely like transfer proof, which is nice, and I don't feel like it clinged to any of like the dry patches or anything I have on my lips right now. I didn't like exfoliate them or anything. It feels super nice. Honestly, my lips look like blurred, and I really do think that it filled in like the lip lines. I remember like the old ultra matte lips really emphasized any lines you had on your lips, you know, like it was super, super noticeable. So I know that they said they have yuzu in here that smooths the look of lip lines, so I really think that it does. I have a lot of lines on my lips right now because of how dry they are, and it really doesn't look like I have any on my lips at all. Also, the Japanese sumac, which helps reduce feathering, which was a huge thing that they used to do as well. I remember like the dark shades used to really feather. No feathering at all so far. I feel like it's like a really good formula. I would definitely wear this on an everyday basis. I don't feel like it's going to get any drier or anything through the day. Like I already had it on for an hour and a half. I think you would know by now that if it was gonna get like super gross and dry, it would have, and it hasn't. I want to like reapply and see how that looks if I like go over it now that I've had it on for a little bit, and see if it kind of like gets weird or anything. So I just applied a little bit more, just like if I was out or something or eating, like just apply a little bit. And so far I feel like it goes on top of it really nicely. Like I didn't notice, I know like with the old ones, if I would have done that, picked up whatever was on underneath and just made it look super like flaky and chunky, and it just would have looked gross and like really like chunky on the lips, you know. And honestly, adding that second layer, it feels fine. It feels kind of exactly the same. I don't really notice it. It doesn't feel like I have a second layer of lipstick on or anything. If you wear liquid lipstick, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you go on top of it again, it will look or feel gross. It doesn't feel like that. It honestly still, if anything, I feel like it looks a little bit better now. It still has that like line smoothing. Like I don't see the lines on my lips at all. It feels super comfortable, super lightweight, and it dried down already. Feels nice. It doesn't feel dry or anything at all. It definitely took the time to like revamp it. It feels great. I would definitely wear these on an everyday basis. I think they feel really, really nice. The Ultra Blotted Lips, I like the formula to begin with, but I think they feel just as good, if not better. I think those are an amazing product to wear like on an everyday basis, just for like work or just going to the market or for any look, honestly. If you just want like a little bit of something, a little bit not as pigmented. I mean, they're still pigmented, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's not as intense as like a matte liquid lip, you know, it's like a little bit more subtle. And I think it kind of just gives like that kiss of color that I really like. And the glosses feel super comfortable. They're not sticky. I don't always mind like a sticky gloss because I do feel like they last a little bit longer when they are sticky than when they're not. So I never really minded sticky. I never thought they were that sticky ever. But this new formula, you know, it feels very nice. It feels very hydrating. I like the amount of color that it has. The ones that do have like the cream formula. Like, I do think that one is really nice. Like, it adds enough color with still like making your lips look nice and shiny and glossy. I like the formula of all three of them. I think I mean, coming from someone that already liked like the blotted lips and the glossy lips, like I think the formula is good, if not better now. And so yeah, but I think the one that obviously we're all here for to know like how good is this new formula is the ultra matte lips. And I will say this is a super comfortable matte lip. It does not feel dry at all. I'm very pleasantly surprised with the new formula. I think it feels so good. I'm so happy that we have Beeper back. I'm sure so many of you guys, I know so many people loved that shade, so I'm so happy to see it back. Just to give you guys some of my favorite shades out of all of them, obviously Beeper from the Ultra Matte Lips. I also really like the color Toast. Obviously the nude and brown shades I love. Another shade that I know I'll get a lot of use out of is Off the Record. It is this shade right here. This is like such a perfect me color. I love those like burnt brownie red shades. Yeah, all of the nude shades, I honestly love them all. Tulum, oh, this is such a beautiful color. I know I'll wear this one a lot as well. Same with So Me. I think this with like a brown lip liner is gonna look so good. Ultra blotted lips, I love Espresso Martini, so pretty. Still an icon, perfect for like every day. And then Slow Jam, such like a nice color for like summer. And then for the glosses, I love a clear gloss, so I'm very happy to see that. And this one already, but Sugar Cookie is definitely gonna be in my rotation. It's like one of those colors that goes on top of like so many different lipsticks that'll just look really pretty, or even just with a lip liner. I also love Lynx. This is like a beautiful, I think this would be like a good gloss on top of Beeper. And then I already know Coffee Break is going to be like that perfect gloss that I just throw in my purse, so I could have that for like any time of the day. And same with It Girl. This looks like another ultra glossy lip that they used to have. I don't know if they just like renamed it, but it looks very similar. It's like a nude with a lot of like gold and champagne shimmer throughout it. So those are my faves out of all of them, but I'm so excited. Please, Colourpop, if you guys see this video, can you guys bring back the Ultra Satin Lip, specifically Speed Dial, because I miss that color so much. Also, Karen, I Love Studies 951 lip was an Ultra Satin lip, and I love that shade so much. Can we bring it back? Let's bring it back, please. Hopefully this is like just a little jump into like, maybe they'll be like, we're bringing back an entire line of Ultra Satin lips. A girl could dream, you know, but I really hope that they do. I would love to see the Ultra Satin lips come back, because that was like a top tier immaculate formula. I feel like an Ultra Satin lip would be absolutely killer to relaunch. So I'm just saying, bring it back. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that those swatches were helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are going to pick up any shades, and if you are, which ones are you guys going to pick up? So like I said, it is launching today. I'll link them down below for you guys once they are available. And yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.